Alright, then we're live. Hold on. That was the wrong scene there for a second. We are live, though. We are live. Welcome to anyone that's already here. Hopefully everyone's having a good night tonight. A good day, actually. It's technically not even evening yet here. I see that Meek is already there. Welcome to you. This is an owl. Welcome to you, of course. And looks like you're gonna have to retire from the daily moshing etiquette potentially. This is an owl. Nice. In any case, hope everyone's doing well tonight. Tonight's going to be my last stream of the week, which is early. Normally I do a couple more later in the week as well, but this week is going to be a little bit different because tomorrow we're going to the north of the country for the Into the Grave festival, which starts on Friday.
Princess
banana
hammock.
So I won't be able to stream for the rest of the week because I'll be there, which is for me a really good thing. But you know. Also, you're just gonna start off like that with me, Meek? Well, only one thing we can do there. All right. In any case, so Into the Grave is tomorrow. There's gonna be a lot of really good bands that I'm really looking forward to. So that's gonna be good. I mean, let me pull the lineup up for a second. Some of the bands that I'm going to be seeing this weekend will include. Let me see. We have on Friday we have Sabotage, Exodus, Coffin Feeder is one I'm really excited about. 3 Inches of Blood I've never seen before. That's fun. Vulture. On Saturday we have Wasp. Is there? Death Angel, also a really good one. Insanity Alert, one of my favorites. FKU, one of my favorites. Then we have on Sunday Powerwolf, Glory Hammer, Buildstar, who I never heard about them before. I thought they were going to be something completely different, but from the sound of from what I've heard on Spotify, they're actually really good. Dynasty is there, Tailgunner is there, which is going to be fun. So there's a lot of really good bands that we're going to be seeing this weekend. Can't wait. Yeah, me neither, Meek. Me neither. But tonight we're gonna have a different type of fun first, because we are playing Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, of course, which is what we've been doing a lot the past week or so. And I'm having a good time with this game so far. Obviously, the Switch 2 version has a lot of fun upgrades. I haven't really used all the Zelda Note stuff, and I'm not gonna be doing that tonight either. I might consider checking that out at some point throughout this playthrough, though, just to see what it's like. But for now, we're not going to be doing that. Tonight, we probably will be just trying to unlock more of the map, potentially. Maybe we will do some stuff in the depths as well, because there's a couple of abilities down there that we can learn that I would like to have. So that might be something that we do early on as well tonight. In any case, though, it's gonna be a fun evening. But I mean, it's Tears of the Kingdom. It's always fun. Did I say Breath of the Wild earlier? I think I said Breath of the Wild earlier. I meant Tears of the Kingdom, obviously. But yeah, we're gonna be playing Tears of the Kingdom, as I said. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be the last stream of the week. Next stream after this one will probably be next week on Tuesday, if I had to guess. There will be a couple of shorts going up on YouTube between now and then, though, so that's good. At least there's going to be something. At least there's going to be something. I did say that. I didn't realize that until way too late. I do that accidentally with this game all the time, to be honest. I mean, The games are extremely similar, obviously, so you know, it makes some sense, I suppose. But you know, gotta correct myself in the end at least, which I did. We're playing Tears of the Kingdom, not Breath of the Wild. By the way, hope everyone, hope at least someone can catch that nice little reference that I put in the title of this stream. I feel like if Scuffed ends up getting here tonight, he will probably get it. I don't know if anyone else will though, but only time will tell, I suppose. In the meantime, we will be going to play this game, and it's going to be a good time. Now, let me just get right into it. Let me spend a little less time yapping tonight than we've been doing the last couple of streams. Oh, we're in Kakariko Village apparently. Yeah, Glory Hammer is right, Meek. Honestly, that's right. I figured I really wanted to reference a band that was at Into the Grave this weekend, because I mean it makes sense, doesn't it? To just get a hang of the controls real quick again. Yeah, I think I know how it works now again. So let me think for a second. I think I want to. Well, this is definitely interesting. I wanted to have a look at this area here and see where the tower is, and I think the way to do that is maybe to do the jump at the other Skyview tower, because then I'll just have a high enough vantage point that I'll be able to see it no matter what. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my thought process there. So I would probably want to look in this direction, roughly. I don't see anything yet, though. Where could it be? Let me get on top of this real quick. Open the map up again. I definitely wanna look in this direction. I'm for the most part looking in the right direction already. Don't the towers all have little lights around them? That should make them easy to spot. I thought they did, but apparently not all the time. Where is this tower that I'm trying to find? This island here. I might want to go to this island, because it's a little bit closer to the actual area. See a tower over here now, though. That one? Yeah, that's the one I'm looking for. Okay, good. It's gonna be a hard one to reach, isn't it? I already mentioned it last time at one point or another, but of course one of our main goals here, one of my main goals at least, for the beginning of this one is to try and get most of the map unlocked as quickly as I can. I appreciate that there's just a little plane ready for me there right away. Ooh, let's that up real quick. This does happen to kind of point pretty directly at where that shrine is. Not the shrine, the tower. So we're just gonna make use of that. What happened there for a second? Link almost fell there for a moment. That yellow one over there is where we're trying to go. You know what? That actually didn't get me very far at all. Let me travel here. I was hoping that would get me a lot farther, but of course we only have one battery at the moment, and there were no spare batteries that we could put on that one. But now I'm thinking about it, and wasn't there another one of those right nearby, like right here maybe, where we do have a bunch of them? We'll try a few things out there for with that. Because I'm pretty sure that was the case. How's everyone doing this evening, though? This Wednesday evening, which for me is, of course, the start of a long weekend, which I'm not complaining about. Today ended up being a very frustrating day at work for me. But I'm definitely happy to have a couple of days off here. And this game is among the best ways, I think, to start with that, isn't it? Would I need a third fan here? I don't think so, to be honest. I think I'd be better off not doing that. Because that's just gonna drain the battery way too quickly. Essentially, what my game plan is here is I want to make a little plane here. Hi the map, bro. I appreciate the lurk. And I understand that you want to avoid spoilers, so it's all good. A lurk is nevertheless always appreciated. But yeah, as I was saying, my plan here is to use this plane here to fly as close to that tower as I possibly can. Now that I'm thinking about it, that last plane had a lot of trouble getting up this. Maybe I do want to use another one. Not quite in that spot though, because it's gonna fall. Not quite in that spot either. There we go. That's kind of what I was looking for. Yeah, I essentially need to make a U-turn immediately. And now we just fly away. Speaking of Glory Hammer references. There's no way that's gonna get us all the way over there. But hopefully it'll get me past this mountain peak here at the very least. I think that should be possible, to be honest. Look at that! Look at that waterfall there, by the way. Just stopping in midair like that. Interesting physics. You know what? This might actually take us all the way to the tower. On second thought. Which means this was not a bad play at all. What do I do here, though? Well, I can just burn this, can't I? I grab this. Oh, well, not if it starts raining. I believe that's meant to happen here, though. I think I know the solution to this. Because if I just cover those little bramble things off with a bunch of these planks, think we'd be good to go. Let's see, is this long enough? Surely it is, right? Yeah, it definitely is. Whoops. Alright, perfect. That definitely did the job. And in we go. Would there be merit to exploring this little section a little bit first? Before we continue further? Because I wonder if there could be some treasure hidden around. Let's have a look. We're starting off on a strong note though. Getting to a tower this quickly into the stream, I'll take it. All right, Meek. Hope you have some fun with all of that, and appreciate the lurk, of course, once again. And up we go. I feel like I was very focused on that. I feel like I wasn't looking over to my chat screen enough. I need to figure out a better way for that. I changed my setup so that I don't have chat right directly into my face. And because of that, I feel like I'm probably not looking at it often enough to see everything in time. So I need to figure out a good solution to that. We got another chunk of the map, though, so that's good. Let me see. Would it be possible for me to go to those islands over there? I think so, to be honest. Yeah, we will make that. Even though I almost fell a little bit too far there. Be a potential solution to this. I need Ultra Hand, though. Oh, really? I didn't realize that worked that way, to be honest. I can just place these two wherever I need them. Okay. There's a bit of an awkward placement there, but I think it'll work still. Where am I even trying to get? Probably to this. Did that even get me remotely to where I need to go? I guess it got me close enough, because now I can... I can't quite reach that, apparently. Oh, no. No. Well, this is unfortunate. I guess we're not going to be doing this. Okay, never mind. We have another tower. right behind this cloud, so I can't quite see the thing. Where is it? It's quite far away, actually. I don't know what the best way would be to get to that, to be completely honest. Because obviously from where I am right now, I'm not just going to be able to float all the way over there. So I wonder if it would be better to maybe head over somewhere around here. And then see if there's a clear pathway to there that I can find. Because what we're doing right now is not the way. And it seems that that tower is on top of a mountain as well. That just makes things even more complicated, to be completely honest. There's a familiar town here, though. So it might not be a bad idea to visit there real quick. Because at least we will have that. And from there on out, we can just figure out a way to get up that mountain. How many of those Light of Blessings do I have? I only have one at the moment. So it's going to be a minute until we can get another upgrade with those. Let me climb this a little. I need to slow climb this now, don't I? Or maybe not quite. Well, Link can run up the steepest hills, apparently. I'll take it. Ooh, I see a definite Korok there, though, in the middle. That's 100% a Korok, right? Yeah. There was no way that wasn't going to be a Korok. Let me try and get this. There we go. A rusty halberd. I'll leave that behind for now. I'm wondering if there could be a Korok on top of this, to be honest. Do I even have the stamina to make it all the way up there? Oh yeah, I think I easily do, as long as I just don't get too eager with jumping. Now we're gonna climb all the way up there, and it's gonna turn out that there's no Korok there. Oh, never mind, there is. There is. Okay, this is worth it. Definitely worth it, even if it takes a minute. Slow and steady wins the race, is what they say, right? Then again, that's usually not the way I play. Ooh, we were barely able to make that, to be honest. But it's all good, because in the end, we did indeed make it. Let me get to that shrine over there. I think that's probably the best way to go, because a lot of what's going on in this town right now, we probably won't be able to do much with. Let me discover this well as well, for that one side mission. Ateno Village South Well. I wonder if that means there's a North Well as well. No pun intended. Oh, my bow's broken, apparently. Did I just hear something behind that wall? Let me have a look. Oh, it's those, what are those enemies called again? I forget their name. The really silly ones. Yeah, these. I got a one shot on that one. There's no way that's the only one that's here, right? No, there's one right above me. Creeping about. Which of these is going to be useful? I'll use this. There we go. Oroblin, that's what those are called. I always forget that. Gonna grab all of this. And there's gonna be one of those frogs in this cave then. I would imagine as well. Because there usually is. Let's have a look. I guess in wells those aren't necessarily a given. Like they are in caves. Oh, that frog despawned right in front of me. Alright, fair enough, I guess. Where'd that other keys drop? Or was that just in the same spot? I guess it must have been because I don't see anything else. Oh, it's one of these guys. Alright, let's fight. Come on. You want to cooperate with me there? There we go, thank you. Grab this again. All in one loop. Nice. I'm glad I didn't decide to use the 40 power weapon on that then. Shield of the Mind's Eye. I don't want to get rid of this Boko shield, to be honest, in case we get in a thunderstorm, so I'm gonna leave that behind. Well, let's continue on then. This is a large cave system. Stuff like this is why this game ends up taking ages to complete. Not that I'm complaining about that, but just mentioning it. I need a sword for this, don't I? Is that even gonna lead? This is such an extensive cave system. I'm gonna have to remember that little side path is there. Ooh, we got a diamond there. Alright, that's some good luck. Well, my hammer is getting badly damaged. That's a little less fortunate. How far does this thing go? Quite far, it seems. I think this might be the extent of it, though. You know what? I think there might be another well here potentially, based on how that looks. So let's have a look at that. I made sure to mark that so that I could remember that once we are outside. That would explain why the one well that we did fall into had south as part of its name. A lot of keys in this part. And I see a chest over there as well. Try and get that. Another Shields of the Mind's Eye, really. A lot of chests here that aren't particularly useful, it seems. Then again, maybe I just need to upgrade my inventory. Which would also help. What if this is a Korok? No. Oh, we got a ruby from that one. At least we're getting a lot of materials from here. Did I just run a lap? Is that what this is? Yeah, I think I just ran a lap. I suppose that means... Oh, look at this. I suppose that means we've explored everything there's to explore in this well. Let's go into this shrine then. Should be able to make that work. Let me see what's going on there. There's a wheel and a bunch of balls down there. Other questions, just what do we do with those? I think I have something of an idea. Hold on. Maybe I need to turn this wheel into a kind of whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Into a kind of scooping mechanic. With Ultra Hand. Would this work? Maybe. How do I get that to start moving, though? Oh, maybe it's this right here. Yeah, it is that. Now the question is, will this achieve our goal? Doesn't quite look like it, because something broke there. I can think of a potential solution to that, though. Hold on, let me try something. So, what if we do that again, but instead of putting 2 in a row like that, we put the other one like this. So that'll actually end up grabbing stuff. That's an idea, right? Somewhat seems to be working. Though it looks like everything just fell to the side there. I think I have another potential solution for that. Because I could just turn it into a full... into like a full thing. Hi there, Professor. What is that then? Legend of Zelda. I'm not sure where you get that comparison from, to be honest. Surely this will work, right? I'm just gonna get up here so I can see it properly. It's taking a long time. It does look like it worked though. All right, perfect. Okay, nice. Is there a hidden chest somewhere though? Doesn't matter. Cleared this run. And it's all good. 90s puzzle PC game, really. I don't think we need to pretend that Nintendo is never going to do the old formula again, though. I mean, they did like half a year ago. It's going to be back. It's going to be back, I think. I don't think the Breath of the Wild formula is gonna last longer than these 2 games, to be honest. Because if they do the same thing for a 3rd game, people are gonna get bored of it. Granted, I'd probably still play it, but still. So we got that thing down. Here we have... I have a pin here. Is that for... Oh yeah, that's for the tower. That's right. The one that's all the way... All the way over there. Oh, here's that other well. That's probably the one. Yeah, because this is the east well. That's definitely the one that we were looking at before. I'm gonna jump in there just to unlock that for the mission. And then we're gonna get straight out. I mean, to be fair, Professor, you can say what you want about these games, but I still think they. I will always think that these are among the best games of all time. To be honest, they might not be the best Zelda games, but still among the best games. You know what I mean? It says more about how good Zelda is, really, but still. Granted, if I were to make, like, a top Zelda list for YouTube or anything, I would have no idea what game to place where. I'd have to spend ages just considering all the options. I feel like just walking straight towards the pin here isn't going to be my best solution for this. Also, shouldn't I explore the village a little bit more? We'll probably be fine. Once we have the map, we will return there at one point or another anyway. I have gold equipment on, right? Yeah, I do. I don't think that's going to be enough, though, but... Oh, we have some anti-cold food as well. Granted, if I were to make a Zelda list like that, based on sentimental value alone, A Link to the Past would probably be either near the top or at the top. Same with Ocarina. I mean, to be honest, Professor, that doesn't mean that it's that it doesn't have merit. You know what I mean? Let me walk here. Yeah, that works. Okay, good. Because all that really says is that the game was so good that people loved it enough to do all those things with it. You know what I mean? So that's still a testament to the actual game, and not just to what the community did with it. I seem to have gotten myself in a little bit of trouble here. These enemies feel like I should be able to take them out, though. Oh, he just dodged me there. My arrows are almost out. I just realized. Luckily, this person dropped a couple of them. And a whole bunch of unknown stuff. So those are the blueless alpha. I mean, obviously they are, but still. That is a strong bow. Let me go ahead and equip that. Oh no. That got dangerous there for a second. It still is, actually. I should heal. Let me see. This'll do. I also need to not mess around too long here, because I only have a limited time of cold resistance. I think in retrospect, we will probably be able to get to this tower pretty easily. Although it's still quite a ways away. But in terms of altitude, I'm already pretty close to it. Then again, I seem to be on a different mountain from it. But no, on the Zelda tier list for me, A Link to the Past and Ocarina would both be near the top, to be honest, no matter what. Like, there's pretty much nothing you could say to me to change my mind on that. Hello there, Los Alphos. I'm gonna steal your arrows and go away. Alright, see y'all later. Oh, look at that. Did something drop from that? Or was that just one of their arrows? Let me see. There must be a good route up this, right? Maybe this will just circle around. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Professor. And then, in a way, I agree. I mean, I may have been born a little bit later than you were. But I grew up with the Super Nintendo, so in a way, I still experienced that switch from like A Link to the Past to Ocarina of Time, and from Super Mario World to Mario 64. Even if that, well, this is the problem. Even if that was technically from before my era. Oh no, I wasn't expecting them to be able to climb up here. Time to make some haste. Make some haste and get out of here. My cold resistance is also running out, but luckily I have some more. Yeah, I pretty much experienced all the Nintendo consoles in order. From that perspective. With the exception of the NES. I experienced the NES after I experienced the Super Nintendo. I'm gonna need another one here. Oh, hello. Can you not with that, please? Look at how much damage that did to me. Hello there, you appear to have a subquest. I'm a treasure hunter and adventurer extraordinaire, undaunted by even the coldest snow, is that so? The area is frozen solid and packed with monsters. No one in their right mind would set foot here. Except me, of course. Well, I'm here too. There surely must be treasure resting on this mountain. If everyone else fears on bread. That's what drove me to travel all this way to Mount Lanayru. Till I saw you, I really thought I'd be the only one. Must be here for the same reasons I am. And if you are, you'll be wanting to know what I know about the treasure. That's so. A legend relating to the treasure on this mountain while I was on my way here. I knew I was a genius for assuming there was treasure on Mount Lanayru. Yeah, tell me. Came across snow from the spring high in the heavens to the mountain below. Passed through the rings of light to see the light of blessing. Oh, that's a shrine quest, isn't it? My gathering of that is there's probably a way where we can shield surf down a mountain into a couple of rings, which would end up spawning one of those shrines. Also, there's a goddess statue here. She has a mission for me. I can no longer sense the presence in which the mother goddess statue which dwells in the vast canyon. I would ask you to go to that land and bring tidings to me of the goddess statue. Okay. I could try to do that. For now, though, we are right at the bottom of this tower. Which is my priority at the moment. I wonder if this is going to be one that I can just walk right into. Ooh, looks like it is. Nice. There's a couple of things going on around it, though. Some frozen meat, which is going to help me with fire or with heat resistance. Once we get to those parts of the map. I'll take it. A lot of stuff we're getting from that. Alright, perfect. Is there even more on this side? No. And just like that, we have yet another tower today. And up we go. I already see a couple of islands that I could potentially land on. Well, I saw one in particular. At the very least. Yeah, do that, Scanlink. Nice, nice. Surface map updated. And then, of course, the sky map as well. So, which island do we want to go to? There's one pretty much directly in front of me. And one pretty much directly behind me. Gonna go to this one for now. Because it looks like a type of island that I don't think I've explored yet. Which does make it a little bit more interesting, doesn't it? What's this then? We're gonna get a quest here, aren't we? How am I supposed to dive off this? Is this what that one quest was? Ooh, I see, I see. How do we even do the shield surfing? Ah, it's like that, okay. I love how you get the tutorial about it after you figure out how to do it. Let me see. We're gonna do this, but we're gonna wait for it for a few moments. because Twitch is about to launch an app break. So we're gonna have a short break here, and right after that, we're gonna go ahead and attempt this little challenge that the game is giving us. So stay tuned for a few moments. Stretch your legs, hydrate, everything else. And we will be back in a few short minutes. All right. Thanks in advance for sticking with me through the break. And we will be right back. And thank you, Professor on the Lurk, by the way, as well. And with that, I will go ahead and say BRB. All right, and we are back. Let's do this little surfing thing then. What if I messed the controls up? There we go. Oh, look at how far that goes. Hopefully this is gonna land well. Well, I died from that landing, but I guess the ferry saved me. Maybe I should have used the paraglider there. Because I think that's the way to get those landings to not happen. Where you take that falling damage. Doesn't matter though, because we made it. Oh, look at this. I really wonder if that was the one that person was talking about a little bit ago. High spring and oh, look at this. Let me have a look in my. Where do we see that? Here. Yeah, I think that was exactly the one that person told me about. Okay. Well, that was a nice quick one that we cleared then. And we're just gonna get right in. The shrine imprisons and purifies the ancient evil. Oh, it's another one of these combat challenges. So, whoops. Moving grounds ascension. Oh, look at this. Oh. That enemy was easy to take out. Let me see. Do I want to use... Not fuse. Recall here, maybe. That didn't cause a one-shot. Where was the one that we took out before? Here it is. Gonna be that way, huh? I was hoping that would do a little bit more damage, to be honest. I stole his weapon, at least. How do I fuse things again, directly? I don't think that's the way to do it. But it'll work for now, I suppose. All right, we're getting through this shrine fairly decently so far. Which is good. How do I do the thing with the torch where he holds it in front of him? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Nothing drops from that, really? All right. Guess that was just a little bit of a time waste. Take this balloon up, though. What's going on here, to be honest? Really? I had the torch equipped. That explains a few things. Who's shooting me with lightning arrows there? I thought I got shocked by that one that I was fighting there, but apparently not. All right, we're gonna have to retry that. I do at least know that a good headshot on this construct right here is a one-shot. I need to not miss all the time, though. There be a point to using these rockets? Not sure, to be honest. But I think for the beginning, we're just gonna do the same strat here with the recall. But that didn't work very well for me. Didn't jump off with the best of timing there. I was trying to get him to drop his weapon there, which eventually he did. There we go. And now we are pretty much where we were before. Except this time I want to try to go up this way again. Whoops. Well, that doesn't help. Instead of doing what I was doing before. Just gonna cause that one construct up there to bump me, though. And the one that I was trying to attack, apparently, as well. Well, that was a clear miss. There must be a better way to go about this. Maybe if I take this and put it a little bit more this way so that it'll go up a little bit easier. Doesn't help if I miss it, though. I don't think this is going to be a very good way to do this. But I also don't really see a better way at the moment. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I got rid of the one that's shooting the electricity at me. That's a problem, that's a problem. Okay. Still a problem. Do I have any food here? No. Well, I have the one fire fruit, but that's not gonna help me much, I don't think. Gonna need to recall again. The arrows do I have? 9 still. Because I think keeping my distance from this one might be the way. They almost just got me there with a rock, I think. Through there. Come on now. Not great. That's not great. Gonna go down real quick. This at least gives me a faster weapon that has decent damage. So I want to try using that for a moment. The unfortunate thing is that he's gonna do the fire thing, which is gonna give me problems with my shield. But there's no real alternative for the shield that I'm using anywhere. So I don't really see a good way of solving that problem. Unless I fuse it with something. Is there something I could drop that would help for that? No, I don't think so, to be honest. Unless maybe I use this. These spikes. Would that help? Only one way to find out. Ooh, it does help. And down you go, nice. And just like that, the shrine is cleared. I don't need to go back down there to loot his stuff because we're not going to get to keep it anyway. That was a tough one. I feel like that one was probably intended for a little bit later in the game. Oh, look at that thing. We take those. We got through, though, which is all that matters. That puts us at 3, right? Yes, it does. I'm gonna get got by the cold immediately. Let me think. I have these. I have the tower now. I have the. I mean, I have this shrine. It's the plan for now. I think we're gonna get these. I think we're gonna get these two shrines here that I have marked on my map. Because I imagine, based on their locations, that those are gonna be pretty simple ones. And then we're gonna do a something completely different. I think we're gonna go into the depths after that. Link, what are you doing? Not sure what that was supposed to be, but I'll take it. Oh, that shrine is near a tavern as well, or a stable, I should say. Then we're gonna make our way over there. I also see potentially a Korok puzzle nearby. That was another one, right? Yeah, there it is. Want to have a look at that Korok puzzle. Enemies here as well. I wonder if I need to do this puzzle by putting this in the right spot. Either that was just the wrong spot, or that just didn't work. I see a rock over there though that I could potentially use. Let me try and grab it. Because I could just put it up there with Ultra Hand. There we go. I wonder if that rock over on that other platform was the one that I was supposed to use there. Unless it's another Korok. That would have been too convenient. Alright, is that a sign over there? What's it say? Doesn't really appear to say anything, to be honest. Points this way. There's one that points over here. Were those just meant to help me find this Korok? Maybe. Also pretty sure I saw something happening over here. I'm gonna cut this just to see if that leads to anything. No, it doesn't. I thought I saw something happening with this block here. Maybe that was just it falling down, because it looks like one of those debris pieces. So I don't think I need to look too far into that. What would be a good idea, though, is going down this well. And checking out what's under there. There's so many things to do in this game. I feel like Breath of the Wild didn't have nearly this many things to do in the world. You know what I mean? Are we just right below the stable now? Alright, nice. Let me talk to the stable then for a moment to get that... What were those called? Pony points? Oh, here's a mission. What is it you need? A scary monster in the forest. Works so hard to use it well. Oh, it's about those guys that are over there. All right. You can do that at one point or another. Let me talk to this person though. 1 point left for a reward. That's not what we're gonna do right away. Because like I said, we have a shrine to do. The TOTK shrine. A lot of these have some interesting names, don't they? Forward Force. Yeah, I see. Finish of the shrine is just right here. Looks like we're gonna need a ball for that, though. Have a look. Oh, look at this. Ah, okay. I think I have a clue on what we need to do here. Put this in a less awkward position. Because this car is just gonna carry us over, right? Well, at least partially. Oh no! Stop that. That thing just almost rode me over there. I think I want this to be the other way around. There we go. Seems obvious that I need to make a wheel here that's gonna go forward. Hopefully this will do the trick. I attached the plank to the wrong thing, it seems. How exactly do we make this work? Try this. Ah, there we go. And then all I need to do is bring the ball. Even more happening, though. Imagine if I hit this the way it is. Not gonna do anything, no. Need to put boards there, I think. To create paddles in a way. And we put the ball up on top again. That gonna work? It's a little finicky, but it looks like it works. I didn't really align them both very well, it seems. But this'll do. There we go. Open this up. That's just gonna be the finish of the entire shrine. Oh, it is nice. All right, perfect. So that's the third shrine of the day. And I think with that, I should be able to move on to another upgrade, another health upgrade. I still want to go to this though, kind of. But at the same time, I'm not really sure. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna go to Lookout Landing. I'm gonna go and get that upgrade. And then we're gonna go into the depths, because the depths was one of the things that I wanted to get into at some point today. So we might as well do it right now. Here we go. Emergency shelter. I'm gonna go for yet another heart container, because I still think we are a little bit low with those. I want to get that to maybe up to like 8 or 9 before we start doing stamina. I know that's not how most people like to do it, but it's how I do it. And with that, let me go to my missions list. That's here, isn't it? Adventure log. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Camera. Oh, I already have the quest for that highlighted. That's convenient. Does there happen to be a shrine nearby that? Ooh, yes there is. Also convenient. Am I supposed to just jump down here? I think I am, to be honest. There we go. The depths. Locations marked on old maps you've discovered up till now have been copied on your map. Ah, so that's what those were. Okay. Hello there. Are you Link? Yes, I am. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Ponic. From the Zonai survey team. Robbie told me to guide you to him once you arrived. But he rushed along with such haste that I didn't bring enough blight broom seeds. And now I've run out. So I've lost sight of him. Alright. Not surprising, to be honest. At least he left a little bit of a fire trail. I do have blight broom seeds. Let me highlight those, actually. If I can find them. There we go. Alright. A light route, this is. If I'm not mistaken, these are essentially the depths versions of the shrines, right? Except you're not actually doing anything in them. Alright, good. The light route dispelled the darkness and brightened the surrounding area. Okay. Yeah, oh, that's where we came from, isn't it? And I need to follow this little trail that was made with these fires. Hey you, it's really dark down here. Not one bit of light gets here from the surface. Even with my goggles, I can hardly see. Really should have brought some bright bloom seeds. Yeah, you really should have. As one of the few sources of light, the growing roots growing down from above has piqued my curiosity. I'm not sure what it is, but it looks harmless enough. This place is roughly under the shrine on the surface. That's so. Anyway, I'm off to the glowing route, I should say. I see shining west of here. That one right there, I assume. Alright, let's get over that way then. Deep Firefly. Alright. Gonna have another one of those entries here. Hey you, still alive? Yes, I am. Looks like this place is swimming in gloom. Get too close to that stuff and you're asking for trouble. If a guy didn't have any bright blooms, it'd be curtains. Then again, it's my first time down here, and I haven't kicked the bucket, so I'm sure you'll be fine. That's so. I've just spotted something of interest through my goggles. It's shaped like that figure Joshua wanted us to find. I'll be continuing to head west toward one of those glowing routes I see ahead. Alright. Let's do the exact same thing then. I wonder how that little guy just made it all the way over there. Without at least getting affected by all the gloom and whatnot. Speaking of gloom. Looks like there's gloom enemies in this game. And they drop some Zonites, which is useful. Hi there, Catherine. There's a bit of the story that... Are you referring to... What's it called? Fantasy Life? Ooh, no. That's not where we want to happen. You are? I feel like I already know what part of the story that was, to be honest. In fact, it probably was the part that I was mentioning to you earlier. The hair thing? I mean, in the game, it wasn't really a hair thing, was it? I'm going the wrong way. But I suppose so, yeah. How are you doing, though, Catherine, tonight? Hope you're having a good one. Traveler's sword. You know what? We're gonna get rid of this and grab that sword. And I think I'm gonna just attach this bokoblin arm to it. Oh, look at this. Alright. Looks like we're gonna have to put that bokoblin arm to good use immediately. Very good use. Look at this guy. Alright. Oh, he didn't stand a chance against that. I assume, Catherine, you've had dinner by now? Hopefully that was good. I know it was something chili related. But I don't remember exactly what it was. A large Zonai. Those are a thing as well. Alright. You did? Nice, nice. I need a new hammer. I wonder, would this work? Ooh, yes it would. Chicken tikka masala. Ah, yeah, that's right, that's right. I assume that was good then. Some arrows, we take those. That's once again where I came from, so I need to go... Yeah, I need to go that way. Toss a Blybloom seed. Blybloom. I keep mispronouncing that. Look, what I meant to throw. Yeah. There we go. Another one of those little enemy camps there. Ooh, this one dropped quite a bit of Zonai. We need Zonai because I felt like I was running a little bit low on those in the first parts of the game. Have you ever played these games, Catherine? This or Breath of the Wild? I don't remember if we've ever specifically talked about them. I keep accidentally doing the arrow thing when I mean to just throw. There we go. Getting pretty close to the deep root though. Yeah. All right. I see that what's his name is already over there. Let me just light this real quick. So the more of those you get, the bigger chunk of the map you unlock, basically. Oh, and that happens too, apparently. If you get one of these, you get rid of all of your gloom. That's good. Hi there, Robbie. Look at that. Look at how bright that thing got. That light down in this dark is downright refreshing. I suppose so, yeah. So luminous, it's almost like we're on the surface. I wouldn't go too far, Robbie. Just standing near it makes me feel so much better. How strange. Hey, it's you. You're finally here. Indeed, I am, Robbie. What did you find, then? This statue. It's standing tall on two legs. One arm raised high. Yeah, it is exactly like what Joshua had. Get that camera of yours ready. That's right. I forgot you hadn't used that camera when we last spoke. Very curious, given it's one of the Purapad's basic features. I mean, before this game, Link has never had the Purapad, right? Camera's locked, and so's your Hyrule Compendium. Ooh, so this is how we unlock the Compendium as well. That makes me wish I had done this sooner, to be honest. Look at this, nice. Now you should be able to use both the camera and your Hyrule Compendium. So go capture a picture of that statue. This is a good chance to verify that it's working properly. Test it out. Experience is the best teacher after all. Alright. That should work. Captured an image of that statue. Hurry up and show... I mean... If you don't interrupt me, then I will. Looks like you've captured it well. I'm sure Joshua will be satisfied with this. Lighting up that immense route, getting us a picture of that statue. You've just started helping us research what's down here. Soon enough, we're gonna have even more to investigate. I suppose so, yeah. It's time I head back up to the surface. See you at Lookout Landing. Don't make Joshua wait too long. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna explore down here a little bit longer. Because, I mean, why not, really? Need to make sure not to accidentally go back to a route that I've already been to, though. At the same time, I can't... What's my camera doing? I can't see any new ones from where I currently am. I see a potential solution to this, though. Because what if I just ascend up here? Surely that's going to give me a high enough perspective to see some stuff. There's an enemy camp down there. You have another deep route all the way over there. It's quite far away. There's another one. Good thing to remember for these is, based on what I know, I'm pretty sure that these deep routes are in same locations as shrines. So there would be a shrine over here, and right over here there is a shrine. So that seems to be accurate. Come on now, you. There we go. What are those up there? Grab all of this. A bow. Alright. Got all of those then. Can I just safely mount this? Is that a thing? Yeah, I can. Look at this. I also shouldn't forget that I can do this now. Wasn't the best picture for the compendium, but it'll do. Oh, they dropped bright bloom seeds as well. Whoops. find it interesting how these horses I can just ride with no problem. Stall horse. Put those in the compendium. Put these in the compendium as well. Getting crowded here. And then we go. I think I want to go over to the yellow one that I marked first. And after that, I'll make it over to the red one. To give myself some light, though. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to see that I'm about to run into an enemy camp. We go. Got that bird out of the way. Go ahead and grab whatever's in here. Some arrows. That's useful. That's less useful. Alright. Getting crowded here. A little bit too crowded for my taste. This spear's gonna help, though. There we go. Got rid of most of them. I think there's still... Yeah, there's still one chilling over there. I think that's all of them, though. Which I think means that I can now start Zonai collecting around here. There we go. There's a lot of that stuff around as well. And I'm pretty sure the more we can find of them, the better. So I'll take it. And that's probably going to be the case with these bows as well. We're just going to bring everything we can with us. Then I'm going to do a safety save here as well. I should do that more often, to be completely honest. Alright, I think that's everything here. Let me go make my way over to the yellow marker that we put down. Exploring these depths is going to be a huge undertaking. I can already tell. I just get both of those with one attack. I'll take it. Good chunk of my health now has gloom, by the way, so I really need to make my way over to that shrine. To that deep root, I guess it's called. Oh no, that was not my best move. I was assuming that root up there wouldn't count as gloom. But apparently it does. That's unfortunate. All right. Now I really need to start being careful. Because if I don't get to that deep root before I'm able to, like, before I lose all of my health, essentially, then we're gonna have a problem. I think we should be fine, though. I think we should be fine. Are those boats in a safe enough spot to risk grabbing them real quick? Looks like they are.
Greetings!
Other scuffs. Same as usual, I assume. Hopefully traffic wasn't too obnoxious. It probably was, though. Alright, we have health again. Let me see. Of course it was obnoxious. Yeah, not surprising. Not surprising at all. Let's go to this red one. Welcome back, Meek. How did your outside adventures go, Meek? Hopefully it was good. I should probably heal, shouldn't I? I'm having this thing with this game. Hi there, Sleepless. How are you doing tonight? I'm having this thing with this game where I keep running into these situations where I'm like, oh, I want to do this. But then I see something over completely somewhere else. And I just get completely distracted. A lore fact of Warhammer 40k. Well, that's the first little bit of knowledge of that game that's ever gone into my mind. So that's interesting. Hope you have a good day, though. And of course, thanks for saying hello for a moment, even if you're not able to hang around. Where is... Well, what's that over there that I'm seeing? That bright bloom dropped very far there. Let me see. We're about to head into an enemy camp as well. I need to be careful about this. You know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna rush over there. Because we're about to get an outbreak, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get this deep root real quick. Didn't have much luck finding a good Groudon. I see. At least you had fun, though. I'm glad to hear that. Alright. Now that we've gotten this... I'm gonna go ahead and do a safety save here, and we're gonna have another short break here. Because ads are about to happen. I can't quite see what you became there, Meek. Wait, let me have a closer look. Oh, that's Black Shadow from F-Zero that you got there. In any case, we're about to have a short break here, so I'll be back in a few short minutes. Gonna go ahead and hydrate and everything else. Feel free to do the same, of course, as always. And I will say, be right back. I will see you in a few short minutes. All right, and we are back. And I think we're gonna go back to the surface here for now. So I do want to explore more of the depths. Part of me feels like the depths is gonna be a bit boring to do on stream. I'm not too sure about that. The depths could be a thing that I could maybe do like as an off-stream thing, just to keep the progress going and keep the and kind of keep the slow grindy stuff away from the stream. You know what I mean? At least that's my thought process. And we keep all the actual progress going, just going right here. Isn't there a bed here where you can rest real quick to heal yourself up? There we go. At least I hope that heals me up. No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. Oh, it does. Okay. Spoke too soon. And with that, we need to make a little bit of a game plan because I have a bunch more towers left to discover. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Lanayru Skyview Tower. And then we're going to jump up from there and see if I can spot another tower that way. I can already spot another tower from over here. Might be the next one that we want to go to. Need to be a little bit careful though, because we have the cold problem going on right here. I don't think going on here would really get me anywhere. Because I could fly to this and then not much else. With the resources that are given to me here. Although there is this. Let me get some cold resistance going real quick. Oh, look at this. Wonder if I can make it all the way over to that island there. Using this. That's convenient that a construction like that is just out here ready to go. Well, so much for going straight to the towers, I suppose. In the meantime, how is everyone so far this evening? Hope you're all doing good. Is anyone playing any games tonight? If so, what? You ended up finishing the Lives of P DLC already, right? You already gotten started with something else, or not quite yet? I guess I could imagine that you would wait after your trip. I asked what game you were playing, Scuffed. I didn't ask you to be the most relatable chatter in the world. I get it though. I get it. My Zonai charges are almost out, so I probably won't get everything from this machine that I can. Look at how little that is. Ooh, a steering stick though, and a beam emitter. Not gaming this week? Yeah, that makes sense, honestly. With that whole trip being planned and whatnot. A lot of stuff above me here. I'm not sure if it's really that useful for me to be where I am right now. Anything down there that I could do? Doesn't really look like it, does it? I don't think being down here has much merit, based on what I'm seeing here. I'll celebrate Blade and Night Rain next week. Oh, you still did end up getting Night Rain? I'm just gonna skip on that game entirely, to be honest. It doesn't look interesting to me at all. Yeah, we're pretty much just on the lowest part of this island, of this group of islands. which is kind of useless. I wonder what the best game plan would be to get to this tower. On the map, it's pretty low up. I could probably just do the regular. It's not that low up at all, actually. I could get there from Zora's domain pretty easily, I think. What I'm doing right now definitely isn't the way, though. I think I'm better off going to this shrine, getting the one that I marked, and then trying to make my way up there from there. It is Elden Ring, that's right. I watched some streamers play it around the time it came out, and I don't know, it just looked boring to me, to be honest. Doesn't really look like something I enjoyed. I mean, I loved Elden Ring. I had a great time with Elden Ring, but... Did I just hear a Korok? I thought I heard a Korok, but I don't see one. In any case, I had a great time with Elden Ring, but Night Rain just... doesn't look like it's for me. I don't like multiplayer games in general. With like a couple of exceptions. But Night Rain doesn't seem like one that really allows you to play either by yourself or like if you want to get anything done in that game, you have to play with a specific group of people. So you have to keep arranging that, right? Oh, you can do solo? I thought that wasn't a thing in that game. All right. I'm still not planning on picking it up, though, to be honest, because I just have too many games to play right now and in the future. So there's just no time. Because we, of course, have this and Kina going on at the moment. Upstream, I have currently Mario Kart World and Fantasy Life going on. And then I want to do Expedition 33 eventually. I want to do, what's it called? South of something. I forget the full name, but that's one I want to do as well. South of Midnight. That's what I'm thinking of. Get out of here, you. And then next month, there are two big releases that I really want to check out as well. With Donkey Kong Bonanza and Shadow Labyrinth. And with all the games I just mentioned, I honestly haven't even scratched the surface yet. Of all the stuff that I still want to do. So Night Rain is going to be one that I skip, to be honest. Yeah, I'm hearing a ton of good stuff about Expedition 33, so I'm definitely gonna get there at some point. Go down here. I don't know exactly when yet, though. But time will tell. This is just a nothing burger of a well. Unless ascending here leads to something interesting. Well, kinda did, I guess, but not really. At the same time. Whoops. Not what I meant to do. Yeah, honestly, I have like a million indie games lined up that I want to do on stream as well at some point. Which for most of those is going to be a long time probably until I finally get to them. Because of the whole Donkey Kong thing. This doesn't lead me to anything at the moment. Is that so, Scuffed? Who are you going with? Who are you going with to Comic-Con then? Because that doesn't sound like anyone I know. Unless maybe yourself, of course, but still. I don't think I have a really good way to cross the water here, unless it's just knee-deep. Okay, it's just knee-deep, never mind. Oh, a shrine back there as well. Oh, that's the shrine that I had marked. Yeah, that's not how that works, Scuffed. That's not how that is. But yeah, bottom line is I have tons of games still left to do, and too little time. Deep Force. All right. Is that so, Scuffed? Is that so? How does one go about doing this? There was a trick to this. I don't remember exactly what it was, though. Is there anything down below that I could use? Doesn't really look like it. Hold on, what if I... Ah, look at that. That's what Deep Force means, okay. Get that chest real quick. Oh yeah, I've combat. Strong construct bow. I guess I can get rid of one of these weaker ones then. There we go. See you later. It would probably just have to do the exact same thing, don't we? Or maybe not. Maybe I just need to grab that ball from earlier. I don't think that's going to be how that works, Scuffed. I don't think that's going to do you much good. Hit it, please. Thank you. I guess I'll just keep bringing this ball with me then. Oh, there's just one right here. What do we do with this, though? Maybe I pressure this. Ah, look at that. That worked. And then maybe I just use recall on that to go up. There we go, nice. Really, Scuffed. Were they too hard for you then? I don't know. I've been a Zelda player all my life, so you know, stuff like this is pretty much it's kind of right up my alley. You just want to fight, is that so? Maybe Tekken would be more along your style then. I know that's not what you meant, but that's why I'm gonna go with that bit. So here's the deal. From here on out, I think, ideally, we would just want to go straight to Zora's Kingdom. Because Zora's Kingdom is what's going to lead us over to that tower up there. And I think this is going to be the way to get there. Oh, look at this party over here. I wasn't expecting it to be so crowded here. Did they just headshot each other? Really, Scuffs, really? We did play Tekken 7 together at one point, right? Didn't we? I think we did. Get out of here with that horn. Ooh, look at all this. I will take all of those. Now, I guess if I just go straight from here, that's gonna put me on the path where I want to go. Ooh, that's a strong bow. I want to keep that with me. Now, I tend to really like fighting games, but I'm not a fan of how fighting game. Let me mark that tower. I'm not a fan of how fighting game devs behave these days. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure Scuffed it was pretty even at the time. Ooh, we have another one of these going on as well. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. How do we go about this one then? Oh, hold on. Maybe that's going to put it in a good position to drop it right in front. Yeah, and then it stays. Okay. If I tell him to let go now, though, it's just going to fall to the side, isn't it? This is going to end up looking really silly. As a matter of fact, Scuffed, I do not. I'm not a fan of when that happens. So I suppose you're right. But now the fact that those kinds of games, like before they're even released, they already have this like deluxe edition that costs 120 euros, where they essentially go, here, buy this, or else you won't get all the content. I'm like, yeah, no. Part of that is why I'm genuinely really interested in the new Fatal Fury, because that game doesn't do that. Can I not talk to him anymore now? Because he's lost. He's like locked in there. There we go. Ooh, that didn't quite work. What? Why does it just get rid of all my stuff like that? There we go. I guess I need to fortify the like bottom portion of that a little bit better. Let's have a look. But yeah, Fatal Fury doesn't. The new Fatal Fury doesn't seem to have that, which I appreciate personally. This isn't working. What if I put one in between there? Plus it's Fatal Fury. Typically can't really go wrong with that series. How about we try this? There we go, nice. That's the most ridiculous way to do that, probably, but it works. All right, nice. Thank you very much. And thank you once again. Got a subquest going here as well. The Steam Summer Sale is in 2 weeks from now as well, isn't it? A little over 2 weeks, I believe. Oh, that's the main quest? Oh. I guess I shouldn't have skipped through the text like that. I thought that was just going to be a nothing side quest. Alright, whoops. And we have a Korok here. How's that supposed to happen then? I'm unsure about that one. And I think I'm just going to continue on. Oh, that sounds unfortunate, Scuffed. I have a couple of games in mind that I definitely would consider getting if they get a good summer sale, essentially. South of Midnight is a big one. E33 I will eventually get anyway, but I might as well. I'm not going to be able to. What's this here? I'm not going to be able to play it before then anyway, so I might as well wait and see if it gets a sale. It probably won't, to be completely honest, but I might as well wait and see. Wasn't there like a set path here before? Or am I just missing something? Not really sure, to be honest. But this'll do. Yeah, there's a couple of other games that I'm eyeing for the summer sale as well. I don't know all of them off the top of my head though, because there's quite a few. But basically anything in my Steam wish list would fit the bill. I wonder if the game is going to try to force me to continue the main quest when I'm here. which isn't really what I'm aiming to do. Because all I'm really trying to achieve is to hopefully get to that tower. And in the meantime, I have no idea if I'm using an efficient route to do so. There's a Korok down here, though. Might as well go grab it. So I didn't see where the flower went. Ah, there it is. What a weird path this one is taking. We're figuring it out, though. There we go. It's a bit of a long shot, but I feel like this might be a little bit of a shortcut over to where I'm trying to go. I see Skaftachi. None of those are ones that I'm particularly interested in, to be honest. I see why one would be, though. Can I do an ascent cheese here? No. Not letting me. Maybe if I climb this. Get high up enough on here. Could I do the ascent cheese then? Hopefully. Because otherwise this might just be a failed mission. Or a failed way to do the mission, at least. I was hoping every now and then you can cheese these slopes. Ah, look at that. Convenient. Like shrine all the way up there. That's quite far away, actually. I didn't think that would be that far. To the other direction. Here we have another mountain that we want to kind of get up to. Looks like there's a cave here, though. That might actually help us quite a bit. Upland Zorana By Road. There's some mining notes as well. This cave being here is gonna definitely help me a lot. Oh, is this the one that I need to bomb arrow? It is. Oh no. Grab another weapon real quick. And down it goes. Or a shield. That one will get hit by thunder, won't it? I can drop this though. Maybe if I use my ruby rod here to throw fire at that, would that work? Not quite the way I'd hoped. Really? Try something else then. There we go. That gets us through there. Well, I appreciate him getting so far to me that he falls in the water and dies immediately. Blue Horriblin. There we go, that's another one down. That wasn't the last one, though. There's at least one more of them. Ah, there it is. There we go. Rusty halberd stick. Okay. Some of these caves really go on for way longer than you would expect them to. This isn't exactly where I was hoping to end up. So I think we're going to go somewhere to the middle of the cave. Like a spot that seems to be pretty close to the tower. Then we're just going to ascend. Maybe right here. Grab all of this, and then we ascend further up. Ooh, that's actually a really good position to do that in. Nice. All right. That puts us quite a bit closer to the tower. This is likely not the most efficient way to play this game. That doesn't really matter, does it? Guess we're just here to have a chill time with it. That's exactly what I'm doing right now. Although I saw... Yeah, there's a whiz robe over there. I have to be careful with that. But I do notice that this is a potential way to get some progress going. Not if I miss like that, though. I think I want to grab this. If I get a good headshot going, that might be enough. Yeah, it is enough. Why did it not drop the weapon, though? Ah, there it is. Spoke too soon. And on we go. There's no way this is going to be one of those shrines that just open immediately. No. Clutch fell upon me so suddenly. But wash it away if only I had some water. I think I have a good solution for that, actually. Hold on. Where are... Yeah, splash root. You saved me. Yes, I did. Shameful that this should happen to me, captain of the guard at Zora's domain. After the upheaval, that filth suddenly began falling from the sky. At least the waters around here in Zora's domain, everyone's at their wits' end because of it. Alright. Please take this Zora spear, okay? I need to make room for the Zora spear. Toss this then. There we go. And I guess we just do the same thing here, right? And just like that, we have another tower properly discovered. Nice, nice. What's going on up here? What's going on down there as well? All right, nice, nice. I forget what that portion of the Sky Islands is. It might be like a dungeon or something along those lines. Also curious about what this floating ball here is. Wonder if there's going to be a way to get to the inside. Oh, there is. And that's just a shrine in here. Okay. We take those. And after this, I might want to try and get to that shrine that's below Zora's domain. A flying device. Oh, I see what the deal is here. I think I see what the deal is. I think I need to get this thing down over there. And then maybe use this fan. To get it to help me get all the way over. To the end of the shrine. Need one of those carts, actually. Otherwise, I won't be able to properly start flying on it. There we go. I just realized we have infinite battery while we are in the shrines, don't we? So I don't need to worry about running out while doing this. Means I can pretty safely just cruise all the way over there, I think. Yeah, that's just gonna get us straight to the end in one go. Very nice. Even though it takes a little while with only one fan. But we get there. Nice, nice. How many shrines have we done in total by now, actually? I'm gonna have to look in the, when we're in the loading screen because it displays it over there. This is like the 5th that we've done today. $22 in total already. Nice. We did end up doing quite a few last time. So I suppose that does make sense. I don't have anything to toss into this. Also, stop that. I think I just want to get out of here and try to get to that shrine that's below Zora's domain there. Which I feel like I should be able to get to here. Slowly but surely. Alright, Zora's domain. In there we go. 2 shrines in pretty quick succession. The power of water. It's gonna be like then. There's a battery here. So I'll already have some kind of a clue. I think if I put this here. Hold on, I think I'm doing the wrong thing here. Give me 1 second to figure something out. I think what I need to do is put this on the other side. And then it'll basically become a water wheel. Yeah, there we go. Which charges up the battery. Which would hopefully have some effects right around here. Down in the thing, first of all. Yeah, there we go. And just like that, we have another shrine finished up. This, I imagine, is another one. I guess because it's very close to Zora's domain, that they made this an easier one. Makes sense, to be honest. But what do we do now, though? Let me see. Yeah, I had a shrine marked all the way up here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anywhere close to that by just jumping up this Skyview tower, though. But I could have a look. And there's another tower as well that I marked in the next region. I also see a tower over there. Oh, that is the one that I marked. Okay. The fact that that tower is at a lower point Then the one I already am at does help a little bit. That's gonna make it a little bit easier to reach. So first I want to see if I can get over to that shrine that I had marked over this way. It seems a bit far-fetched that I can get all the way over there from here, though. I can see it from up here. There's a chest here. Let's check it out. Oh, an old map. Nice. They're all pretty close together, from what I remember. By the way, like I mentioned before, feel free to let me know on your opinion, everyone, on me doing the depth stuff. Oh, that's not really what I want to do. But let me know what your opinion is on me doing the depth stuff off stream. Just for the sake of for the sake of not having the streams be boring, because I feel like all of the depth stuff, while fun to actually do, I feel like it's gonna be boring to watch on stream. Do I make try? I mean, Professor, that's just good general advice, to be honest. I'm gonna have to think about that soon. Luckily, I have plenty of time to think about it, because it's gonna be about a week until we play this again, due to the festival this weekend. Ooh, no. Okay. That's so, Professor. That's so. I was actually lurking when you were doing that. So I witnessed the suffering firsthand. Or secondhand, maybe. Depends on how you see it. Because for me, that was this morning. There's a better spot to climb up here. I was gonna pretend these enemies don't exist. Link, can you cooperate with me for a second? I guess not. Alright. That shrine definitely seems reachable. I'm kind of rushing this a little bit because we are around the time where I would normally end it. But I want to see if I can get to that shrine first before we do that. To be fair, Scuff, that's partly my fault because I've been putting all of the stuff in health so far, and not in stamina. I see, fair enough. I have more of those. Yeah, there we go. Alright. That was an easy to solve problem there. I see, Professor. Fair enough, fair enough. Mid-air perch. The... This is going to be an interesting one. Yeah, the general map is like you're basically in the same Hyrule, Professor. So it's like yeah, the Zora fountain is in the same place. The Goron town is in the same place. But you have but you have different dungeons and you have different like different shrine locations and whatnot. So yeah, pretty much exactly like you're describing there. I wonder if I need to do this. Yeah, for what this game is, that makes perfect sense. Where am I supposed to go from here? Oh, I see. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, Professor. What they essentially did with this game was they just took everything that Breath of the Wild had, and they just turned it up to 11. That's essentially what they did. That's why it's really hard after playing this game to go back to Breath of the Wild, because Breath of the Wild almost feels like a tech demo compared to this. Oh, what's this then? Have a ball that we need to get over to the other side, okay? What's this end up doing? Fair enough. I wish I knew that before I did it. That's so perfect. For me, that wasn't quite the way. For me, that wasn't quite the way how Breath of the Wild ended up going. To be honest, my controller has low battery apparently. All right. Just do this, right? And then float over. But yeah, this game definitely has a lot more stuff to do in every single corner of the map. Well, maybe not every single corner, but most of the corners, you know what I mean? As we clear yet another shrine. That puts it at 4 again, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. A giant spire. I'm trying to think of what you in Breath of the Wild you're talking about, right? That sounds familiar. I think there's Professor. I think there's multiple spots like that. At least it's not a Rathian. I mean, honestly, I suppose so. Yeah. As a Monster Hunter veteran, I feel obligated to defend those quests though. In a nostalgic kind of way. Here's what we're gonna do though. We're gonna get a stamina upgrade here, and that's what we're gonna call it for tonight. Because it's about that time. I had fun with those quests, Professor, but all the way back in Try. Once we got to Try to 3 Ultimate and 4 though, it kind of stopped with that, to be honest. It was fun the first time for me, and not anymore after that. In any case though, let me go save the game here. And like I said, this is what we're gonna call it for tonight. That music is loud. We turn that down. This is what we're gonna call it for tonight. Fishing's enjoyable for me. There's some of the fishing parts in Wilds though I find really obnoxious personally. Maybe that's just me though. Maybe that's just me. In any case, thank you very much to everyone who watched tonight. I appreciate it as always. We are going to be back next week because of course the rest of this week I'm going to be at the Into the Grave festival, which is going to be a great time for me. I'm going to be sharing a bunch of pictures and stuff from that on Discord as well. So pay attention to that. In any case, the Whoppers in yeah, you're right, Scuffed. In any case, I will be back next week. Later this week, I will be posting a new schedule for next week, though. So stay tuned for that. Once again, thank you very much. Let us go and see who we want to raid. Thank you for the GG, Scuffed. I think I have an idea. Yeah. Because my friend and my my emote creator, that emote that you just made, that you just used there, is currently live doing probably art, knowing him. So we're gonna raid over there. Put our raid messages in there. The raid one is also an emote that he made, and it's one of my favorite emotes of all time. So let's go say hi to Gacha. Have a good time over there. I will be back next week. I will have a great time the next couple of days at Into the Grave. And with that, I will be heading off for the week, I suppose. I will be chatting in Discord though, whenever someone's there. So we will be doing that still, and I will be posting pictures from Into the Grave as well, because of course I will. In any case though, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it as always, and I will see you again next week. Goodbye.